court.
Klay Thompson is probably just as good as I don't know, bro. First of all, like I said, Klay Thompson wasn't even playing last night either. They were short Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. Tell me that.
I mean,
they started Sean Livingston.
Jesus.
I mean, he's a good ball player, but he didn't show up. They benched him. Played 17 minutes.
Here's the deal. I think Golden State has probably the best squad that can rival any of the best teams of all time. Any of them.
Possibly. When they're all playing together.
Oh, for sure. And that's what I mean. I mean, when the starting five are on the court.
Right.
I hate to be blasphemous to my basketball heads.
Stop it.
I'm going there.
Which Bulls team? It depends.
Bro.
It depends what year, bro.
Rodman, Pippen, Steph Curry.
No, there's no way. First of all, these guys.
I'm not saying they would win. I'm not saying they could rival. That's all I'm saying.
Rival?
As in a great game.
Yeah, I think so, but.
I mean, back and forth. Do I think they can win? No.
But the defense back then was
different.
Depends on what rules, right? Now, they'll be playing by now rules.
No, if they play 90s. 90s rules.
You get elbows to the kidneys, bro.
Bro, you get Alonzo Mourning clotheslining you as you're going up for real. Jesus. Dang. But again, they have probably one of the better squads, in modern basketball history.
Yeah.
Put them up against any of the dynasties, in the last 20 years, and I think they can rival. You never know. This is fantasy bookings, as we call it in wrestling, and
this is what happened last night. All right, a Golden State Warrior team without Klay Thompson and without Kevin Durant lost to a full Toronto team, healthy. Toronto did what they had to do. Golden State did as much as they can. That was the outcome.
Yeah.
If you put those other two guys on the floor, maybe it'll be different.
Or even one of those guys.
Even one. Yeah, it could have been a closer game.
I think they can win without KD, but they can't win without Klay Thompson.
Yeah, they need Klay. They need Klay. But what I did like last night, I saw Steph Curry. He really showed his passion and showed his desire to win. I mean, my man was throwing himself on the floor. He was diving for balls.
Dude, he's a champ.
He's a champ, bro. You're right.
He's a champ.
He knows how to win, and he needs to. He set a tone for what the team should be doing, and nobody else is doing that but him, and that's a shame.
That's what you call putting a team on your back.
Yeah,
putting a city on your back. Respect, Steph, man. You are a stand-up guy, first of all. Christian, you never hear anything negative coming out of him ever.
Oh.
Consummate professional, and I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I'm a sucker for a professional. I don't want to hear negative news out of a player. I mean, I get it. Negative news is like stuff to talk about, and it's cool. It gives us to talk about. But when it comes to like athletes, I don't want to say don't give your opinion, because you can give your opinion, but don't be negative as far as the news that you put out.
I got you.
I know, here's the thing. Like, I'm going to use an example, and people are going to kill me on the internet, and I don't give a shit. LeBron James. Respect, homie. All the shit that you do for the city of Cleveland, all the shit that you do helping kids, all the shit that you do, but straight up, what kills your image is nothing that you do for philanthropy. It's all the shit talking that you do during the season and comparing yourself to one of the greats.
That's his only mistake, I guess. Oh, I'm the greatest basketball player on the planet. I remember him saying that a few years ago. And you could even tell on his voice that I don't even know if he believed it himself. I was like, bro, are you serious?
But why are those words coming out of your mouth? I mean, are you trying to cut a WWE style promo?
Whatever, man.
Because if not, you didn't convince me.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, if you're going to call yourself the best in the world, at least hold a freaking WWE belt next to you.
Yeah. Which, he got a few rings, but whatever. And not to take anything away from Toronto's time to shine, because guess what? They're up in the series 2-1 right now.
Hell no.
Kawhi Leonard, he scored 30 points last night. And this is the difference. What happened? Who was Ibaka came in, bro, on the fourth quarter.
Sergio Ibaka still playing?
He came in and had 6 blocks, bro.
Jesus,
and they were crucial blocks. I'm talking about during fast breaks. You see this man running across from one side of the court to the other, blocking, bro.
Gary Payton in 07, bro.
Everybody sold out.
Gary Payton in 07, bro.
The team did what they had to do to win.
Jesus.
And plus Toronto got Drake.
Bro, talk about Drake, homie.
He's an idiot.
How about the biggest fanboy of all time?
Jesus, Murph. He's an idiot.
Like, fanboy. Drake, bro.
Stick to music, bro.
Look, sit your Degrassi ass down, homie.
Chill, bro, because you know what, though? You know what KD told him not this game, but the previous game?
What's up?
You know, KD's been on the bench, whatever. He called Drake by his government. He called him he called him Aubrey. That's his name, Aubrey. And like he was like, nice try. Like you could see his face. I was like, damn, bro. If your name is Aubrey, yeah, you shouldn't be talking.
What's his Aubrey what?
I don't know his last name.
No?
I know it was Aubrey. First name, that's all that matters.
Bro, sit your Degrassi ass down in your wheelchair and pretend to write love songs, homie.
That's right.
Bro, go try to get back with Rihanna, bro.
This is what he needs to do. He needs to go talk to that Toronto fan that made a very disgusting comment about Steph Curry's wife. That's who he needs to go talk to.
What's up with Canada, bro? I thought Canada was supposed to be a nice place.
Who?
I thought Canada was supposed to be a nice place.
Even though it was a very nasty comment that he made, he said it in a very nice, pleasant tone. It wasn't like...
What was it?
It wasn't like grimy New York, you know what I mean? It was...
Hey, yo, ma. Hey, yo, ma. Hey, yo, ma, nice ass. Let me fuck you then. You don't got a fat ass.
Yeah, I mean, it was... You know, a news reporter came up to this random fan at Jurassic Park in Toronto after the game and asked him a question, was like, hey, whatever. He answered the question, and then he interrupted her and said, Steph Curry's wife, we're going to F you in the A.
Just like that?
On live TV, bro.
Like, did he say fuck or F you?
No, he said the full word.
I mean, okay, first of all.
And here's the deal.
Aisha Curry is nice. But you don't disrespect a man's wife like that.
I mean, all I know is that Steph Curry was highly upset. And he even, he made some comments. And he now has the Toronto police under investigating the gentleman that made those comments because it's a harassment. So, I mean, he was very upset. And number one, I feel like she kind of opened up the door for that because of her comments. Or, I don't know if you heard, but a few weeks ago, she went on Jada Pinkett's Red Table Talk or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the comments that she made to her was, I wish that... She's like, my husband has women that throw themselves at him. And she's like, and I can't even get a single guy to even look my way.
Now that
she opened up the door... Somebody said something. Now look,
mira,
you need to be careful, man.
En Puerto Rico, si no quieren te dan 3 tazas y si preguntas te dan el completo.
Yeah.
Te jodiste, mujer. Te jodiste.
I mean, Steph Curry needs to have a talk with that fan and with his wife because.
Bruh. First of all, I take his wife back. I'd be like, stay home.
Dudes is thirsty.
Listen. Just stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home. Be a mom. I get it. It's 2019. Women's rights. Me too. But you asked for this shit and you're going to get me too'd.
You going to get what?
Me too'd.
Oh, I thought you said Mewtwo. I was like...
Anyway.
Pokemon.
Anyway, I think that covers all the major sports crap. It's not crap. That's kind of what we do here. We talk sports. We talk shit. But, there's something that I kind of wanted to talk to you about, bro. And it's something that we've talked to you in the past about, but the matter of free speech.
The matter what?
The topic of free speech.
Free speech?
Yes.
Okay, it's part of the Constitution?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Protected here in the United States.
100%.
Now, the online world, which we're part of because of the podcast and the platform.
Right.
Is under attack. Free speech is under attack.
By whom?
The big 3.
The big 3?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Under what circumstances?
So, YouTube. Sorry, big 3 is actually Facebook, Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Mm-hmm. Because Facebook owns Instagram, so whatever. So, conservative commentator... Steven Crowder owns one of the biggest conservative channels on YouTube, Louder with Crowder, did a rebuttal video on I forget the guy's name, but he's one of the main personalities with Vox. They're a left-leaning political kind of satire.
Vox, V-O-X?
V-O-X, Vox.
Okay.
Like that gay Hispanic dude. I don't know his name. Anyway, doesn't matter. So this gay Hispanic dude, in response to a bit, which, by the way, Steven Crowder is not a journalist. He hosts a podcast similar to ours, live via his YouTube channel that resembles more of a late-night talk show than an actual newscast. He does bits on politics just like Trevor Noah, Stephen Colbert. Okay, so he's funny. Like, not style of comedy, but he has some funny bits. So check him out whenever you get a chance. Yeah. This guy from Vox goes on Twitter and tries to get Steven Crowder deplatformed because Steven Crowder said mean things about him.
Sounds like a Donald Trump comment.
Sounds like
he said mean things, very mean things.
Very mean things about him. And then he noticed that wasn't going to work because guess what? People love Steven Crowder. He has over like 6 million followers or subscribers on YouTube alone,
right?
Plus everywhere else, right? And Vox is up in the 19s or whatever. They're way bigger than he is, but regardless. So he goes on his Twitter with a 1.5-minute long video saying that it's not Steven Crowder's fault for what he's saying because he has the right to say those things. It's the fault of the advertisers for not being careful enough to pick on who they advertise on. So if you know how YouTube works, you know, if you have a free subscription to YouTube, there's ads on your videos.
Right.
Every certain amount of time, there's an ad that pops up. You watch 15 seconds of an ad, then you continue with your video. Not a big deal. But what that's going to cause is something they call in the online world is an adpocalypse.
Adpocalypse?
Adpocalypse. Where advertisers are going to start pulling ads from subscribers on YouTube because of the fear of the content that the creators are making. Now, I'm not here to say what advertisers should or shouldn't do. That is not what I'm here to say.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, why are people who have a difference of opinion trying to police others? Because, to me, the last line of true free speech is here on the internet. It's in forums like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Twitter, obviously, Reddit. There's the wild, wild west of Reddit and 4chan, which is scary enough as it is because you start jiu-jitsu, end up in porn. Don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But it's already bad enough, right, that you can go out in public if you want. That's fine. But for some odd reason, if you're a creator, a content creator, if you have an opinion of X, Y, or Z, there's a group of authoritarians trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't say. I think that is a very dangerous precedent to set on the internet. I think the internet, I'm sorry, maybe I'm crazy, I think the internet should be the wild, wild west. Say and do whatever the hell you want. Leave the government out of it. Leave corporate out of it. Let people say what they want to say as long as they don't break the law. Right. What I mean by don't break the law, no cost to action.
No threats.
No threats to human life. And no releasing of somebody's personal information.
Correct.
If you're just calling somebody an asshole, you're just calling somebody an asshole. If you're acting like an asshole, you're an asshole.
Yep.
Am I threatening your life?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
I really don't. I think that the left in this country and the right, both political spectrums, are so anti-free speech. I think it's bleeding into the mainstream, and the internet is the breeding
sucking
grounds.
It all up.
Yeah, man. I really think so. I'm a big fan of alternative media. I'm a big fan of podcasting. I'm a big fan of YouTube news channels. There are content creators and journalists that live and do independent research on YouTube, Reddit,